All right, let me just wait for. Okay, welcome everyone to Saturday Sessions. Today on Saturday Sessions, we have Elizy XO, the very talented Elizy XO, one of my favorite artists, and I'm so excited to have her here with us. Thank you, Elizy, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so grateful and excited
Of
to share
course.
something with you.
So today what we'll be doing, just asking Elizy a few questions about herself, and she'll be performing 3 songs live for us. So Elizy, if you want to just introduce yourself to everyone, tell them a little bit about how you got started with music.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Elizy, and I have been doing music for my whole life. I got a keyboard when I was 5 and pursued it ever since. So it's always been a part of my life, and now I'm here and actively trying to pursue it.
Awesome. And I guess if you just want to tell everyone, like, because right now you're in between places, but you'll be out in LA soon.
Yeah. Yeah, so I lived in LA for the past 2.5 years, and like Cami said, I've been kind of all over the place, but I'll be back in LA within the next 3 weeks to a month. And I'm very grateful and excited to be back and create and collab with anyone who's wanting to. I can't wait. So
Awesome. So when did you realize you wanted music to be your career?
well, I have always had I watched Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, all of that, and in my generation. And when I got the keyboard at 5 and started singing and writing my own music, she kind of came into the picture for me, and it made me realize, like, seeing her perform and being on stage, I'm like, oh, that I already love this, and I see my family do it because I come from a very musical family, and it just that is exactly what I want to do with this. I don't just want to be in my room doing this all the time. So yeah, I think at a very young age, for sure. I'd say at least 7 or 8 is when I knew I wanted to actively perform.
Yeah, that's crazy when people like talk about how young they were when they actually realized like this is what I want to do and like actually go forth and do it. And actually, Miley Cyrus, well, Hannah Montana at the time was my first concert. So
I think me too. Oh, that's so cool.
yeah, so she also means a lot to me because obviously your first concert's like everything.
Yeah, no kidding. I agree. I love that you went to her too. That's cool.
Yeah. And for everyone who's just joining, this is Elizy XO. She's singer, songwriter, producer, literally does everything. She's incredible. And today she'll be performing 3 songs live with her ukulele. So stay tuned. We're just going to talk a little bit more before that. So how did you get started with singing, songwriting, and production? Like, because obviously those 3 go hand in hand, but they're so different. Like the crafts of each, like something you have to master. So how did you do that?
Well, I started singing and playing with instruments from a young age, like I said. But when I was 15, I released my first song that was acoustic. I didn't do any production to it. And I brought it into a studio and I said, Mom, like, I think I'm ready. I want to release this. It's a full song. And after sitting into the studio for 14 hours, and watch the way that he mixed, the way that he was adding those sounds and the plugins, I was fangirling to the max. And so I went ahead and asked my mom, I was like, I think I'm good enough to do this, and I would really like to do what he was doing in there. And I spent the $200 and got it. I think when I was 15 or 16 is when I started actually producing.
Mm-hmm.
So long process, but I'm grateful that I know how to, because it means a lot to me to know how to kind of do it on my own, I guess.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, for sure. And I feel like it would make it, obviously jumpstarting any career is so difficult, but I feel like when you're able to do all 3 of like the most important things to be an artist, like it just like gets you on your feet. Like you're not constantly trying to find other people to do things for you. Like you're like, I know how to do this and I'm going to make sure this happens. You know what I mean?
That's why it becomes more prideful.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if someone jumps in or offers to collaborate with you when you have been a young artist and producing and doing all of those things from the start, you hold that so close. Your heart, I don't want you to help me though. Like I want to do it myself. But now I want more than anything to have as many people on my projects. And like, I know what I can do myself. I know that. I don't need to constantly like put my foot down and to share people's art and to all the things. It's important, but I'm grateful that I can at least do these things myself if I don't have the help.
Yeah. And I know you mentioned that obviously Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus were the reason that you realized you wanted to be an artist. You wanted this to be your career. But who are some of your other biggest influences and why?
So definitely, she's always number one. Christina Aguilera, huge influence on me, huge influence. It's kind of interesting because Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana was like, oh my, I just want to be your friend. I just want to be you. I love your attitude and your positivity and everything about that girl. But Christina Aguilera was more on like also the vocal end for me. I'm like, everything about you, so talented, so fierce. Her attitude is amazing. And so she was always a very big influence on me. Of course, you know, Etta James, all the OG kind of people, Dr. Dre.
Yeah,
Just anything. I have so many people in my life, even people who are not well known. I mean, I don't mean to be sappy, but like, you know, my mom and my dad, who is so involved with music, and my whole family. It just, there are very many people, excuse me, I have very many people who have influenced me over the years for sure.
Can you tell us a little bit about like what your family did in music? Like how your mom and your dad and whoever else in your family were involved? Like what did they do?
Yeah, I actually recently just found I'm finding more out as I get older, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad, my grandfather, and my uncle were all very involved with a record label called Wet Records. And they actually, all of them together, did the artwork, production, marketing, pretty much the whole entire thing of LA Rain and the Shades back in the day. And just very musical. There's so many people on both my mom and dad's side that are so talented and not for the type of like career path that I'm choosing. They're just musical people. They just share their art, and I don't know. My whole family is very, very talented, especially in the musical.
That's so dope. And it's just like awesome that they understand like the passion that comes behind just working in this industry, like and just following your dreams. Because obviously it's one of the toughest industries you could possibly choose to go down, but like having that support system that really understands your goals and understands how much it means to you, that's just like everything.
I don't think people realize the smallest comments, the smallest anything. It's like, I hate that it has to be such an artificial thing nowadays.
Yeah.
But I truly don't think people realize that small, like reaching out over Instagram or texting someone, like, dude, good job. It's like, you know what you're proud of, but when someone else recognizes that, it's not like it's about time, you know, deep down to an extent, you can be like, I mean, thanks for finally noticing me. It's nice when people give you that recognition and genuinely support you without any weirdness or envy or anger. I don't know. It's a weird industry, you know, but
just keep going, and you know that you're doing this for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, you ready to perform your first song?
Yes.
All right. Do a little intro, title, artist.
Okay, yeah. So this is an original. It's called Switzerland Love. I have to give him a little bit of a shout out right now, but Brennan Pearson, I hope I'm saying his last name correctly. He inspired this song for me. He started a collective called Cocoon Malibu, and just a really wonderful thing. I keep up on it a lot. Long story short, he's just a very down-to-earth person and met this beautiful girl in Switzerland. I don't exactly know where they met personally, but she's from Switzerland. Mm-hmm. And I am someone who, like my brand and myself personally, Elizy XO, my birthday's Valentine's Day, my favorite color is pink, sparkles, anything. Like, I'm very love-based, but I'm very detached in my own ways, and it's very hard for me to show expression and love, and I'm getting a lot better at that, which is why within my music, I'm with you guys too. I'm with all of my fans and whatnot. Like, I'm trying to learn how to love and accept all of the things and accept love and all the things. Well, he went out of his way to express this love he had for this girl he just met. He saw her, thought she was absolutely beautiful, went and sat next to her, and they just had this fairy tale love story, and so I wrote it based off of their little love happenings. So anyways, Brennan, this is for you, and I can't wait to eventually release this. So here we go.
Excited.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. So you wanna climb the rooftops to feel the rush, but the shadows right ahead of us have made you numb. Oh, I think that I might just fall for you as your head blows into the wind, as you stare at the view. Then the sun comes up and all the birds will sing. Then you tell me that I am the one. If I push away, then I will never change. Till then, I'm falling in love. I let a ghost in, please let him out. I let him kiss me right on the mouth. He made my heart beat, it scares me now. I was lost, but I am found by my Switzerland. These mountains are filled with lightning, my Switzerland. This feeling will always excite me. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it all the way to my toes. I don't wanna be held by nobody else, so please don't ever let go. Please don't ever let me go. That was that for you, Brennan. I love you. Love
Amazing.
Thank you.
Everyone in the chat just loves you. Rock 5 wants to make a dope beat to that song. So
Can I go to the live? Oh my god. Okay. I just want to be able to see what's popping over there.
Yeah,
Hi, everybody.
you can see everything. Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you so much. Why did you choose to perform that song today?
It means a lot. It's for the first time. It's a song that I feel I need to hear, and it's gonna get me emotional. But I feel sometimes I write music for other people.
Mm-hmm.
This is for me, and it inspired me because I'm so stubborn with my emotions. I'm really scared of love and affection for multiple different reasons.
Yeah.
The way that inspired me, and the way seeing a man not be afraid of that stereotype and like express his love for this beautiful girl he has like no knowledge about. It was just beautiful, and it spoke to me, and I love it. So
yeah, it's just, that's what music is, like when it makes other people feel something, and clearly like you're like, for you to be so vulnerable, that's what drives people in, and that's what it's all about. So
and that's a huge thing for me, is vulnerability. Your girl will not get vulnerable, okay? Her Aquarius lifestyle. I'm really trying, and so thank you for letting me use this platform to be able to do that.
Of course. All right, let's tell us about your second song that you're going to perform.
This is called Whirlpool. My last name is Poole, spelled Poole. So this is kind of a song about just me and how wild life is, and so it's not spelled how it usually is spelled.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. This is also out on my Spotify, SoundCloud, all of the things, Apple Music. Obviously, this is just the acoustic version, but please listen and let me know what you guys think. I can see the tide as it's coming in. I can feel the waves as I start to swim. I float on back, I see the sky, I'm blurry-eyed. Now I'm sinking faster. and I lose myself underwater. But I'm breathing well. Pretty ocean, pretty piece of mind. I'm in the dark waters where it's too deep, where nobody goes and nobody sees. Little submarine, don't come down. I promise I'm fine. I know I won't drown. Tell me why I lose my mind when everything is hard, or why I only dive when jumping isn't hard. Did I miss a sign? Or maybe it's the end. Maybe I'll be fine. The little fishies let me in, way down to the ocean side, where all of us will hide, where all the sharks come out at night. Well, tell me not to play, I'll do it anyways, 'cause maybe I'll get washed away. Ooh, maybe I'll get washed away. I can feel the sun through the reef I stare. I can see the sun sing from everywhere. The pressure raised and it made me strong. Am I too far gone? I forgot my own words to the song. I love to see all the magic when the seabirds fly. I'm getting caught in the bed there when the sand is dry. I'll be back when the floods doesn't feel so high. I'll be back when take me to the sky is where I wanna go. Save me from the bite, the shark beat off my toes. This is the first time I've done this acoustically, but anyways, I can't wait for you guys to hear the actual produced version. I spent a lot of time on it, and it's one of my favorites when it's actually performed 1,000% correctly on my ukulele. Yeah. Anyways.
I honestly wouldn't even have realized you messed up unless you said something. Like, I was just vibing to it. So.
Thank you. Yeah, it's anyways, but one of my favorites.
Can you tell us a little bit about the lyrics? Like, I feel like there's a lot of hidden messages in there. Can you just talk about that?
Yeah, so kind of all over the place, but it's how when I wrote it, I pictured it's about escaping everything. I like to write a lot of fairy tale stuff. I like to kind of unground myself. I don't like when people say you have your head in the clouds. Like, that's exactly what I want. That is exactly what I want, is for my head to be in the clouds. And when writing that, I was going through a lot of personal things, industry things, Los Angeles things, Hollywood things. And I go to the ocean a lot. That's one of my favorite things to do. And I just imagine sitting back and looking at the sky and just like, I love chaos. And there's a part where it says, I love to see the madness when the seabirds fly. I'm getting caught in the danger when the sand is dry. And I don't know. It spoke to me when I wrote it. It's living in the chaos, but wanting to escape from it, but living for it, but not living for it. And going to your happy place, which is the ocean for me, and feeling like I'm just a mermaid swimming away from my problems. Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of definite subliminal messages in that for sure. But I hope to post an acoustic version that is solidly through and through.
Yeah,
100% without messing up. But if you'd like to listen, it is on my Spotify, the full production and all of that. So,
well, I think a lot of people appreciate that and will be able to relate to that song. So
I hope so. That was my goal.
All right. Your third and final song. How about it?
Third and final song. Savage remix.
Favorite.
I am so excited. Also, once again, thank you for everything. I cannot wait for everyone to hear this. I can't promise it'll be perfect on acoustic as well, because it just got finished a couple of days ago, the final demo version. So anyways, it's coming out very soon. I cannot wait. The original video I have on TikTok is almost to 9 million views. never in my life did I think that that was going to happen, and I'm so grateful. So I hope you like it, and I can't wait for the OG version to come out. I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, saucy, moody, and nasty, acting stupid, silent, shining. I've been running all night, running faster than the speed of the sound is playing through my mind. Running to something for nothing. Why are my feet on the ground? Bunny, they have sent you out, just like you were gold. And then they got what they wanted in time, even though you aren't so I just wish you could try to pretend you're alive in the moonlight. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You can open your eyes to greatness they made it, and please celebrate it. You dance with amazing, and the world is too blind. Great validation, and now you can save it to share with the ones you know leaving behind. I've got everything I wanted and more. I'm running with the wolves, never done it before. I'm here and I know that it's real. If I want anything, I can have it. I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, and nasty. Acting stupid, it's happening, shining. Running with the wolves, running with the wolves. Running with the wolves, running with the wolves. Are you? Are you? I've been running all night, running faster than the speed of the sound is playing through my mind. Running is something for nothing. Why are my feet on the ground? Bunny, they have spent you out, just like you were gold. And then they got what they wanted in time, even though you weren't so good. I just wish you could try to pretend you're alive in the moonlight. Running with the wolves. Shine much brighter than gold, but you'll shine even brighter when you run with the wall.
Thank you for performing that. I didn't even know you were going to do that one. I have so many questions about lyrics. I mean, first, like you said, you have almost like 9 million views on TikTok of just the snippet of it. How did you even think to do that? Like, what made you try the acoustic?
Honestly, I want things to be weird and kind of unexplained. I love the thought of taking some like dirty rap trap song and making it something that's acoustic.
Yeah.
I vibe with the original. I love some great hip hop, some rap, all of it. But I don't know. For some reason, I got inspired by it. I wanted to try it. I also saw, of course, that it was trending on TikTok, and I just started. So like, well, let me do a little something.
Yeah.
I sent it to my cousin, and I was actually really nervous to post that. I usually don't get very nervous to post things at all, but I sent it to her, and I was like, Kate, I need you to tell me if this sounds okay. Something I've never really done before, and then I don't know. I just went from there. I did not think it was going to blow up as much as it did, but I'm grateful because this remix, I have not felt more proud of my own production with this remix in a very, very long time. So we'll see.
If you can't validate yourself, I mean, 9 million other people love it. So
thank you. I tried to sit back and I'm like, bro, quit being so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Quit being so hard on yourself. So thank you for saying that.
Of course. And the lyrics, you have to explain that to me.
Yes. So huge messages going on here, guys. Black Lives Matter, baby. And I will always stand by that. And I am going to say this, although it may cause controversy or whatever, but if there are some people that may not agree with that message, that is none of my business. However, I tried to create lyrics that maybe could be related to anybody and not specifically this situation, although I am stating that is what the song is about, is just the state of the world and everything in multiple different ways, even in my own way. I in my own way, I'm using this as like my own experiences from LA. Like, I'm just a little bunny and I'm new and I'm always going to be cute and pink and sparkles, but also like, I mean, business.
Yeah.
With the wolves, and you're not going to stop me. You're not going to make me feel differently in who I am. You're not going to take anything away from me. And I wanted to include that in the Black Lives Matter movement because it's like, honey, you can still be the nice, cute little bunny, all that you fucking want. You can do anything that you set your mind to. But let me tell you, when you run with people who actually support you and the ones that will fight for you, that is when you will shine brighter because you have that support. And you're running with the wolves, aka that's the scary, mean people that, you know, all of the stereotypes. And I just wanted it to be like, you don't have to be scared of the people who have a voice because we have a voice for you. And you can go back in your hole at any time. You can go play with Bambi and your bunny friends, but anytime you want to roll with people who have your back, you're going to roll with us. And I don't know. I want this message to speak volumes for anybody who feels that I want everybody to feel as free and wild as they can in the most respectful way possible. And right now I feel that those little bunnies need to be taken in by a bigger group of people that care and aren't afraid to fight those who maybe feel a little differently. So I don't know. The song is really important to me. I'm really proud of it. And I really hope that people can relate to this or feel something from it at least.
Well, thank you for using your platform to speak for people who can't, because that's just the most important thing, I think. So.
Yeah, I hope that this speaks magnitudes, and I hope that everyone likes it for multiple different reasons, but for however it speaks to you. I know what I wrote it for. I know how it speaks to me in my own ways, and I just hope that whoever listens to it, regardless of your views and regardless of what you feel, your mind is the most important mind out there.
Yeah.
And however you internalize this message, I just hope that it lets you know that there are people there for you is my only goal. That's all I want.
Absolutely. Well, you're amazing.
I love you, girl. Thank you.
Just a couple more questions. Who are some artists you'd like to work with in the future?
Okay. Right now, it's always changing. Right now, for male artists, I would really like to do something with Diplo. He just released something with Noah Cyrus called On Mine. I think it's On Mine. And I'm really into this kind of like Southern pop, like trap vibes. And I know that's really big right now. I still want to do it in my own creative way, but I love what he did. And he's getting more down to like his Southern roots and stuff. And I feel like based on his electric dance music stuff on top of real instruments and something that speaks to me personally and my roots, I would love that. I would love to work with Labyrinth. I think his voice is absolutely amazing. The song Thunderclouds with Sia, wow, so beautiful and creative. But anybody, of course, Miley Cyrus, girl, I'd love to work with her at some point. Noah, all of them, anybody. I just want to sing. I want to vibe. I want to chill out, hang out with good people and just create. So anybody, but top tier homies, I'm going to have to go with people right now.
All right. And where do you see yourself 10 years from now? Or where would you like to be 10 years from now?
This is always changing too. And I'm trying to get better as an artist to answer this well, because I feel over the years I've never really known how to answer that. But in 10 years, I plan on completely being employed by the music industry. I want to actively be an artist. It's not just about performing for me. Of course, that's what I'm in it for, is to be on stage and to be an entertainer and to perform and make people feel something. When I went to the Hannah Montana concert, like you mentioned, that changed my life. And being in the audience, producer, consumer, I can see both. And I want to be able to do that. But in 10 years, I plan to have already performed a million zillion times. And I hope to eventually start my own label. I hope to eventually get in with more producers and be more behind the scenes as well after I've actively pursued it as an artist. even the whole A&R thing, I would love to be the one that, like, if I could still be an artist in some way, but be the one to actively find talent too, is something that has always intrigued me. To be able to give that back,
Yeah.
create a label, to get more female producers and artists involved. And I have a lot of goals, and they're all over the place, which is why it's been so hard for me to answer over the years. But I kind of appreciate that in my own way, because if I'm sticking to one thing, there's a problem here.
Yeah.
I want to be able to branch out and just help the music industry, and also be an advocate for women too. Like, in this industry, it's really tough, really, really tough for any gender, any type of any person. But for females, it's time to get our names up there. It's time to have some more authority in what goes on in the music and what you're releasing, all of that. So 10 years, I'm going to be running the game. Let's put it that way. That's my goal. And I really hope that I can have more people jump on board with me during that process.
Yeah. Well, you were preaching to the choir, and I think that you're going to accomplish all of this.
Well, person to person, girl, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much again. You're giving me the platform I've always dreamt of having. And thank you for everyone in the chats. Hi, Germany. Hi, everybody. Thank you for your support. I cry like every day of my life because I am so grateful. So thank you for listening to me and hearing me. And I hope that I can give that back to you and listen to you and hear you and respond to you if you happen to reach out. So
yeah. And so thank you for everyone for joining. Savage Remix, we don't have a release date yet, but please stay tuned. And if you want to check out another snippet of it, go to Elizy's Instagram at ElizyXO and TikTok at ElizyXO. And thank you, Elizy, for coming on today.
Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend.
Yeah, everyone have a great weekend. See you guys Monday.
All right. Bye. Love you. Bye.
Bye.